You're watching Drake Wing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Never here from Drake Wing Gaming, and Sunny Mountains Word of the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you with a Let's Play episode of Promises to Keep, Theo's Path. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back in, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go! It's not a very interesting story. We went to the same college, and eventually we ended up living on the same street. He's a good dino, if a little stubborn. Stubborn? Not sure I've seen that side of Ollie yet. Although, I guess I could see that, with all the stuff he made you guys bring over. Artemis shakes his head again as the message sent sound plays and he tucks the phone into his pocket. No, I'm afraid that was my idea. His heat and power were off, but he kept saying that he didn't want to leave it all behind in the cold. So Theo and I offered to help carry it. It seemed like the easiest way to get him out of the apartment, which might otherwise have been a struggle. He still made a fuss, of course. Some days I think that boy would literally freeze to death before he asks anyone for help. Even me. I see. Artemis' story cast this afternoon in a new light. I picture Ollie, huddled and shivering in his freezing apartment, too nervous to reach out to anyone. If not for Theo, that might have been me. Do me a favor, yeah? I refocus again on the bird sitting across from me. Don't tell Ollie I said that. He likes it when I worry about him, but only in specific ways. And not too much. And not when he doesn't feel like being worried about it. Of course, your secret is safe with me. Thanks, Leo. Tiredness suddenly washes over me. It's been a very eventful day, after all, especially after all the cleaning and packing I did yesterday in preparation for the flight. A yawn real big, remembering at the last second to cover my open mouth with a paw. Looks like it's bedtime. Without warning, Artemis stands, readjusting the cushions on the seat after vacating it. I figured you'd be as tired as I am. It's been a very long day. Yeah, I guess I am. Sorry. Don't apologize. I'm usually in bed by this time anyway. Really? Huh. He didn't seem the early bird type, the early to bed, early to rise type. It takes all my willpower to resist making an early bird joke. I'm planning on getting up by 7:30 to 8 and making breakfast. Join me if you like, or if you'd rather sleep in, I'll keep it warm. I know Ollie won't be up early. Wow, thank you. I'll see how I feel in the morning. How about that? Fine by me. Finished fixing the chair, he gives me another nod and a hint of a smile. Good night then. Sleep well. What an interesting bird. He keeps a lot of surprises under that brusque veneer. If I can get him to open up more, I wonder what else will come spilling out. A yawn again, settling further into the comfy chair. No, come on, Theo's gone to the trouble of setting up a bed for you. You can't sleep here. Reluctantly, I extricate myself from my cushioned paradise and lumber towards the den. Through my sleepy haze, the small sitting room looks even cozier than it did before. I notice a pile of extra blankets in one of the chairs alongside my travel bag. Guess Theo moved it for me. So far, he's been an excellent host. Gotta remember to thank him tomorrow. And maybe apologize again for asking about the photograph. Theo's face lingers in my mind as I start getting ready for bed. His tired eyes, his easygoing smile. It seems a little less convincing now I've caught a glimpse of what's behind it. I shut the doors, closing myself off from the rest of the house and breathe a small sigh of relief. Everyone has been friendly and welcoming, but being so social has been exhausting, and I've had very little time to myself. I yawn once more and fish some pajamas out of my bag. At least I can sleep in tomorrow. The air mattress it's an air mattress, but it's not uncomfortable. Certainly better than my freezing bed back home. Regardless, my body doesn't seem to care. Sleep overwhelms me in an instant. I barely have time to realize I forgot to brush my teeth. Though these woods are new and strange, the snowy path I know, for I have walked it miles and miles, with many more to go. With many more to go. Here the road forks. The left path is well trod, scarred by scores of travelers past. Their paw prints seem familiar. And at its end lies a ramshackle house, spent, its windows shattered and gaping. Its walls give no comfort, its hearth no heat. The right path is pure, unspoiled, and unstained. It leads further into darkness, to where I cannot know. I shiver, though I feel no chill. What path shall I take? And what difference will it make? Callous and unheeding, my paws lead me to the right. They carry me, as always, ever onward through the night. I turn my head to glimpse once more the path I could not take, but my eyes are veiled by shadow and the swirl of downy flake. There was never a choice. There's no going back. I know this. I stop on the shore of a frozen lake. The path leads onwards into its depths. I feel my knees bend and strike the hard earth, lightly cushioned by snow. In the icy crystal surface, I see myself, but myself does not see me. I reach out, as if to cut my own face, shattering the mirror with 1,000 ethereal ripples. And suddenly, I am falling. The water accepts me unconditionally, cold as the memory of winter. As I float near the surface, a shadow passes over me. I see my own face on the other side of the barrier. I look away, afraid to meet my own eyes. I feel a paw reach out, and I instinctually shrink away. Sink away. Down. Down. Suddenly, I find myself swaddled in warmth. I blink my eyes open, startled by my unfamiliar surroundings. Ever so slowly, reality starts to coalesce around me. Just another dream. That's all it was. They've been getting worse. I begin to recollect the previous day. Theo, Rofi, Artemis, Ollie, and Hunter. I roll onto my back and place my paws behind my head, stretching slightly. Second, y'all. Water time. Alright, y'all, and we are back. Okay. For a few long moments, I sit in silence, listening to my heart beat steadily in my chest. I'm alive and safe, I think. What time is it? I paw around the den floor, looking for my phone. 8 o'clock. On a normal day off, I'd sleep in a bit longer, but the smell of breakfast wafting in from the kitchen makes my stomach growl. 1 second, y'all. Okay, alright, she picked it up. Okay. Probably Artemis, our resident chef. And then again, I don't think anyone else is going to be up this early. The image of a comfortable, curled-up Rofi crosses my mind. Maybe I'll see him if I get up later. Let's get up. This is hardly a normal day off. I'm awake, so I might as well go have some breakfast. Besides, I'm not eager to return to my dreams. I get a few good stretches in before reluctantly leaving my surprisingly comfortable air mattress. Well, first things first. Actually, I think I might start my Artemis playthrough right there. There we go. Let's go back to the... Okay. Alright. Alright, first things first. A shower. I unzip my luggage, grabbing a change of clothes and a few toiletries. I pause at the door and take a few slow breaths, bracing myself for the day ahead. Here we go. Social Leo, activate. I head into the living room first and see Theo settled comfortably in front of the fire, drinking coffee. Oh, Leo, good morning. How did you sleep? Morning, Theo. I slept pretty well, actually. Thank you again for setting up the mattress for me. Glad to hear it. You're up earlier than I expected. Right on cue. I stoutly yawn with my paw. You can go back to bed if you want. I think most of the house is still asleep. Nope, I'm fine. I just need to shake off the morning sleepiness. Speaking of, who's awake right now? Well, I know Artemis threw together a breakfast spread in the kitchen. I think Hunter's with him, but everyone else is still in dreamland. If you're in the mood, you should join them for a bite. I'm not normally a breakfast guy, but Artemis made fresh scones that I couldn't refuse. Silly bird. Sounds like he's still hung up on the fresh breadsticks debacle. That does sound nice. But I do want to freshen up first, if that's alright. Oh, of course, the bathroom is just around the corner. I put some fresh towels in there earlier this morning, so take your pick. He really was prepared for everything. Gotcha. Thanks again, Theo. We wave goodbye, and I make my way to the bathroom. On a whim, I put on one of Artemis's playlists while I shower. You fucking haw. That's what I call sadness. Just mess me up, bruh. What follows is some of the hardest shit I've ever heard in my entire life. I lower the volume at least 3 times, worried about waking up the rest of the house. Oh, goodness. There you go. Oh, God. I don't know why, my throat got real scratchy right there. After a refreshing shower, I return to the den, setting my dirty clothes aside and grabbing my phone. Making my way to the kitchen, I start to hear talking and laughing. Definitely Hunter's voice. Okay, but why take all the joy out of food? It's not that bad. I still eat what I want for like half the year. Seems like I walked in on some kind of discussion. Hey, good morning, you two. They both turn to face me. Morning, Leo. Morning. Help yourself to some breakfast. We have fresh scones, pancakes, and a bunch of fruit. Awesome. I'll go ahead and make a plate. And sorry if I interrupted your conversation. No worries, I'm just trying to explain macros to old Artie here. He must have picked that nickname up from Rofi, but Artemis doesn't seem annoyed by it. Macros? Macronutrients, like the stuff you put in your body. He basically starves himself for half the year to look good. Now, I do not. The point is, you keep track of what you eat, so you stay well nourished while minimizing sugar and fat intake. And it's not just for my own benefit. I gotta keep it up to stay on the gymnastics team. Sounds awful to me. One of the greatest joys of cooking is trial and error. Imagine weighing every spoon of sugar and salt you put in a dish. So, Hunter, do you cook? Well, I'm not feeling the dining hall food. He looks at Artemis a bit sheepishly. You're not wrong, though. I usually keep my meals simple, so they're easy to log. Let me guess. Chicken and rice 8 days a week? As I listen to their banter, I start to put together a plate of food for myself. A hearty stack of pancakes with fruit topped off with a homemade scone. I can get used to this. Well, it's easy to prepare, and chicken breast is a really good protein to fat ratio. Yeah, and it's also the hardest part of the chicken to make tasty. No fat means little to no flavor. Well, chef, do you have any suggestions to jazz up chicken breast? Well, if you're looking to give some extra flavor and moisture, how about a glaze? I grab a seat and dig in. The pancakes are fluffy and perfectly sweet. I found a great red pepper paste at the store the other day that's sweet and spicy. I don't think it has a ton of sugar, and I've made some great glazes with it. Hunter pulls out his phone and starts typing. He shows us his search results. This one? We both lean forward. The image of the container has some language I can't read, but Artemis nods. Yeah, but that looks pretty expensive online. I can show you where I get it next time I go Artemis is cut off by a ding! The sound of Hunter's phone authorizing a purchase. Oops, figured I'd just order it just now. Alright. Not to tell you what to do, but websites usually jack up the price if you only order one or two things. In the future, you should probably... Another ding from Hunter's phone. Oh, it's not that bad. I ordered a fresh package of chicken, too. Another single item order. Hunter shrugs it off. I just wanted to put the orders in before I forgot. I don't expect them to arrive anytime soon. He gestures to the windows. I can see the gears turning in Artemis's head as he tries to understand Hunter's nonchalance. His expression remains relatively neutral, though. Eventually, he shakes his head and turns to me. By the way, I'm glad to see some of you enjoying my food. He gives me a snarky nod as I nibble at my scone. Light, buttery, and soft. I give him a thumbs up and continue eating. Hey, I had fruit! You had like 5 strawberries and a protein shake. I had to make up for yesterday. I had too much bread pudding. Honestly, the two of them were getting along better than I thought they would, given my conversation with Artemis yesterday. At that moment, Theo strides into the kitchen, all geared up to head outside. Oh great, all the early birds are here! He makes eye contact with Artemis, then cringes slightly. No offense. None taken. I'm heading out to shovel the snow at the front, then I think I'll check on a few more folks down the street. Hunter's eyes light up immediately. Artemis and I both notice his excitement and exchange smirks. Want help shoveling? I need something to work off breakfast. Artemis is very pointedly silent. His face says it all. You're in luck. I'll have a second shovel you can use. Alright, I'm going to pause it right there, y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!